A local nonprofit agency exists to eliminate animal suffering and to engage the entire community in the welfare and well-being of animals. I'm going to introduce you to their new adoption center veterinarian next on Polk Place and introduce you to this little guy. Make sure you stick around. You too. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Brian Lacey, and joining me in studio, rookie to the show and rookie to Polk County. Been here, what, 3 weeks?
3 weeks. Yeah.
3 weeks. Dr. Robin Barton, SPCA Florida Adoption Center veterinarian. Welcome to the community and welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about what brought you here.
Well, I have a little bit of an extensive background in shelter medicine. I've spent almost 6 years in San Antonio, Texas, working as the chief veterinarian of the Animal Defense League. I wanted to move back to the East Coast just to be closer to family, so I started looking for a position that offered me kind of the same type of things as the Animal Defense League had, because I love that job. And so when I saw the position for the SPCA Florida open up, I interviewed and I just kind of fell in love with everything that they had to offer. I feel like it has kind of all the basic bones to build, just like the Animal Defense League did. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to bring everything that I had learned there and help develop the SPCA.
Oh, welcome to the community, and we expect a lot of good things from you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So tell me about this little one. Who's this, and how did he come about to SPCA Florida?
So he came in several weeks ago with an injured tail. It's not exactly known how the injury occurred, but it was a degloving injury. And what that means is that all of the skin and the hair was actually removed from the tail from some injury, leaving just the bone and the soft tissue. So he had to have surgery to remove the damaged tail. So now he's a little bobtail, but he's recovering just well, and he should be available for adoption within the next couple weeks.
Oh, he is fine. All
yes.
Right. He got down on the floor earlier. He's trying to get away. I'm like, hey, there's no sense in escaping. Yes. How about you stay right there? So let's get a little bit back to you then. Specializing, what are your specialties as far as what you bring to the table to SPCA Florida?
Most of what I do is I do high volume, high quality spay and neuter, and that's one of the things that I'm looking forward to bringing to the SPCA. It's just large numbers of animals coming in, high volume surgery, get animals in, get them out, get them up for adoption. I know right now we're doing about 30 surgeries 3 times a week, but ideally we'd like to get that up a little bit higher and ideally have it 5 days a week eventually. That's kind of the goal, just to help move animals through faster, get more animals spayed and neutered.
Talk about the importance of that. One of the things that the new executive director, well, she still has that new executive director smell, but one of the things that she brought was the no-kill initiative for 2025. Talk about the importance of having somebody like you with a background in this and having that goal of the no-kill at 2025, if you would, please.
Right. Obviously, in order to reach no kill, we have to have no strays. So the importance of bringing in high volume spay and neuter surgeons would to be obviously to spay and neuter as many owned animals, feral animals, animals that come through the shelter itself, just to eliminate the number of stray animals that we have, eliminate the number of animals that will eventually come through the shelter, and then hopefully we'll eventually get to the number of no-kill status where we are not having to euthanize animals for space in the county shelters. So
I feel like I should have been on like the interview board, because the questions I'm asking, man, are probably what you already went through as far as the interview board goes. But what do you see as your vision for the adoption center and for the impact on animals, if you would?
My vision is I would really like to work to develop the medical aspect of the SPCA Florida, and what that kind of entails is not only increasing the number of spay and neuter animals that we we get up for adoption, just increasing the number of animals that are that we move through the shelter in general, but also increase the quality of care that they're receiving, and that includes receiving any dental extractions, treating any underlying ailments prior to adoption, just to make sure that our animals are the healthiest they can be before leaving for their new homes. And that's kind of what I would really like to put a lot of focus on, just increasing the overall quality of care that the animals receive.
Being the veterinarian, let's talk about medical protocols that you would like to bring to the facility.
Right. A lot of the animals that we see come through our shelter do come in with underlying ailments. Most of the animals we see have intestinal parasites and other conditions. So putting certain protocols into place that we start as soon as the animal comes into the facility, deworming protocols, flea and tick prevention, treating any kind of skin conditions, things like that. That would be something that I'd like to put in place with just that all of our animals receive upon intake, so that we're being more proactive rather than reactive to treat conditions, hopefully save money in the long run rather than treating things that come up later. So that's what I'd like to see.
So how do you feel about the television gig so far? Were you expecting this when you took the job?
Absolutely not, no.
How'd that conversation go when they told you it was like...
I was driving
somewhere
actively and
Randa
I couldn't
goes,
refuse.
Yeah, Randa goes, hey, listen, I need you to do this, and no, there's a television interview you've got to do. This shouldn't be that hard.
I know, I was actively in the process of moving when she contacted me, and I couldn't respond and text back to say no.
I tell you what, we got just a few minutes left. For those that might be interested in adopting this, because this is lovable, cute, and has no tail. His name is Roman. Go ahead and let the folks know how they can see him or get to adopt him.
So Roman will be available probably within the next 1 to 2 weeks. But just like any of our other animals, just come down to our adoption center, fill out an application, and take him home.
Take him home. That is if I let him go.
Yes.
I think he will fit in this jacket pocket. Yep, he's out. He's out. Well, kind of. I don't know. Well, listen, Dr. Barton, it's a pleasure to meet you, and look forward to when you come back and see us again. Bring more animals. Did she tell you what happens when you bring animals into the place?
No.
Yeah, people just up and disappear with them, and we're getting ready to do the taping, and all of a sudden, no animal. I'm like, we have to go on the intercom. Please bring the animals back to the studio. So come back and see us again, will you please?
Thank you.
All right. Founded in 1979, SPCA Florida is a 501c3 nonprofit headquartered in Lakeland, dedicated to improving the lives of pets and people in the community. SPCA Florida provides caring, compassion, and hope to more than 4,000 homeless animals entering their doors each year. SPCA Florida is celebrating over 40 years in the Polk County community with new goals and programs. Now, if you need more information on programs, fundraisers, or anything going on there, give them a call, 863-577-4608. Or look them up on the web at www.spcaflorida.org.